welcome to my new video. My name is Chinyere. I want to thank those of you that already subscribed to my channel and liked my video and left beautiful comments. I appreciate you and I love you. And if you're yet to subscribe, please go ahead and do that immediately. Thank you so much. Sometimes workers experience discrimination because of their gender, their religion, or ethnicity. Gender discrimination comes in many different forms. It generally means that an employee is treated less favorably because of her gender or her orientation, or for whatever reason that the person meting out this ill treatment has. Some examples of treatment that could be gender discrimination include not being hired because of your gender, being offered lower paying position because of the fact that you are a woman, or being evaluated more harshly, or because of the fact that you do not present or act in a way that conforms to the traditional ideas of femininity. A certain woman has been experiencing some ill treatment from her superiors at her workplace for a very long time. In fact, it got so bad that she filed a lawsuit at the National Industrial Court. We have been following this matter, and only recently we decided to reach out to her so that we can hear her own side of the story. But before we listen to her, I want you to know that I have some legal advice for you on this subject matter, and it will be coming towards the end of my video, meaning that you need to stick around so that you can grab the message. Let's hear her story now. So how long has this alleged abuse and harassment from your superior at your workplace been going on?
If you say superior, let us be specific here now. Mr. Obale Ghanaian, the man in question. This actually started when I joined the board, but it became more pronounced in the year 2017.
Okay, so did you do anything internally to abate that treatment before you decided to file a suit in court?
The issue there, have they given me room to express my opinion? When he made this offer and I turned it down, which I told my husband, who he claimed that is his friend, the fateful day this incident occurred, I went home and I discussed and shared with my husband, who later went and confronted him. And we let the lion's tail die. So it now became pronounced in the year 2017. This started when we were in our former office at Gwarimpa. Then we now moved the board. Everybody now moved to Secretariat. So that is when the whole issue started. But the issue of query after this incident has been up and down. Then it now happened majorly when I started I'm running a program which the board is aware, notify the board. So when I wanted to go for my exam, I applied for the board to approve this program, which went the other way around, but I had to sort it out by going to the office and get a letter to back it up before they now approved that program for me. It did not stop there. This same man has not been relenting. He's still pestering me, using my unit head, using all manner of people. To the extent, a staff, which maybe if they want to ask me, I will tell them, told me privately, I am their target. I should be careful.
Is this treatment peculiar to you? Does it happen to other women in your
I wouldn't know, because probably I don't know about others. You know, some of them have been clouded down to the extent that they can't even talk. When you meet them one-on-one or privately, they'll say, please, I don't want to be in their bad book, please, I'm managing my job, please, I want to maintain my job. You know, it has gotten to that. Some of them can't come out and talk. Some of them, when you meet them one-on-one, these are the things they will tell you. And I ask myself, for how long will this continue? Somebody must bail the cat.
So, what is the consequences of you going to court? What has happened since you?
Well, consequence of me going to court, I feel that is where I can get a fair and right judgment. This query of a thing, even when they gave me one query, there was a query that came up. That's my story. There's a query that came up, which led for me to now summon courage to meet our registrar. See, enough is enough. I have had enough from this man. As far as I'm concerned, this query is unwarranted. I see no reason they should issue me this query, which in the long run, he withdrew that query. He saw reasons and withdrew it. And I told him that faithful day, please, could you please call this man? Let us argue, let us iron this issue out. This thing has been ongoing before you came on board. Could you please tell me what I've done to him in this office? That I will not have peace. Now look at query. I embarked on on leave. Use that period to write my exam. Ordinarily, I'm supposed to have exam leave. But because of the issues, I choose to use my annual leave to go and write my exam. Which I notified my unit head. And he's aware. All of a sudden, he summoned my unit head and started asking him some questions. We led to this query. That's aside. Another one came up during COVID-19. My son was not feeling well, and I notified my unit head, and I told him I can't make it to work. I came and packed all the work that I'm supposed to do at home, in the office, take it down home. And I notified him. He insisted I should go and tell the unit head admin, Mr. Malay, which I actually did. I left. Coming back the next time, not the next day, because I told him I can't make it. I'm coming on a Monday, which I did. Only to present the work I did from home, my unit head son gave me a query letter. I said, what for? Not knowing he has gone behind me, finished me before registrar. Professor Mark Okeji finished me. He never called me till today. He never heard from me. We work under him. We are under his purview. He never summoned me. He never gave me a fair hearing. He never even maybe set up an investigative panel to look into what is going on between me and my unit head. All I had was a letter to come appear before my panel. And I said I would not come before panel. I am the only one summoned for the panel. I have issue with my unit head. I was only summoned. What about my unit head? Was he summoned for panel? The same people victimizing me, the same man harassing me is the one sitting for the panel. He's the secretary of the panel. Where is it done? Being a judge over my issue, the man has been harassing me over the years. Nobody is seeing reason to that. That's why I told the registrar, he never did anything. All he could do was to summon me to appear before the disciplinary panel. Okay, fine. I have no problem with the disciplinary panel. But where I got it wrong is when I am only summoned for the panel. My unit head was not summoned for panel. So what are they going to do?
Is there any new thing that is happening by way of treatment that is unpleasant to you since you filed the suit?
Because virtually everybody is not happy with me. I saw it among my fellow staff and my fellow colleague, even my unit head. Everyone was like, I went too far. That is the slogan. That's what is ravaging, and I don't care. Because I would have gone to court. I am a peace-loving person. I don't have problem. Even if I'm in that office, nobody knows I'm in that office. I mind my business. I do the work. I work. I'm not scared of work. I do the work. I do my work assigned to me, which my unit head can attest to that. Now, I have no problem. If it was handled the way it's supposed to be handled, I would have embarked on going to court. By going to court,
you did not get what you wanted.
I didn't get what I wanted, and the way it was being handled, I can't see justice. I can't get justice in that place, because obviously they are against me. Even the so-called management are equally against me.
Since this thing has been going on, is there any thing that newly happened? Like, did your salary was it stopped? Do you continue to receive your salary? Yes or no?
President, I got the issue of suspension came on in the month of April. I came to work. I've been going to work anyway. Then they set up another panel, knowing fully well that the matter has been joined before National Industrial Court. So I was summoned for another panel. I told them I'm not coming for the panel. The matters have been joined before court. we are expected to maintain status quo. Which, when they brought people to issue me the query, I told them I am not collecting the query. The next day, they brought it again. I said, I still maintain with my word. I am not collecting the query. This is the bit that this matter is before court. What led to this transfer? Because they brought a transfer saying I should go to registration department, which has nothing to do with my present cadre, has nothing to do with what I studied. Even this cervical unit I am, ordinarily I'm not supposed to be a cervical. If they follow based on what I studied, they know what I'm supposed to be. Coupled with the circular, recent circular that was brought by heads of service, the head of admin ought to know where I'm supposed to be placed and redeployed. Now, they said I should go to registration. I told them I'm having a court case with the board, with my unit head, which is before the High National Industrial Court. Therefore, why are you proposing me? We are supposed to maintain status quo. It's prior to that that led for them to suspend, because I did not appear before panel. And to God be the glory, the ruling has come out, which has vindicated me. I am not the judge who just spoke my mind and who said what ought to be. Parties are expected to maintain status quo, and that is what the ruling said. So I am standing on there. They stopped my salary because I did not appear before court, before panel, and till this moment, they refuse to pay me.
So the maintenance of status quo means you remain in your former office, and then your salary should be.
Yes, as at the time I filed this case, I filed this matter before National Industrial Court, I am a cervical unit. Okay. And according to what the ruling said, as at the date 2021, January, I filed the case. The judge stated that I should be anything, as from that moment to this day, should be set aside. That parties should maintain status quo until this matter is resolved before the courts.
So as a woman, what word do you have for other women who are going through similar situations at their workplaces, like by way of speaking up like you have just?
Well, I wouldn't say more, because the way I see it, everybody has his or her mind. Probably because I'm coming from another place, because I worked in banking industry. Probably because of that exposure and the ideas and orientation I got from there, possibly is what is keeping me going, because I saw a different scenario, a different orientation, a different engagement altogether in government work.
But don't you advise other women to speak up?
People who come close to me, I do. And I noticed another thing, that they are scared. Most of them are the breadwinner in their home. They are scared of losing the job. If you are not opening your legs, or if you are not giving them gifts, you are not in their good book. There's a word they say, you are not playing government, you are not playing office politics. Basically because I am not playing that office politics, which I don't know, which they should come and tell me, because I don't know if opening legs or allowing men to harass you, or maybe to buy gifts to get what is due for you or what you deserve. I don't know the office politics they are talking about. So for women who are out there who has been going through because this did not start from me. I know some people are taking it and swallowing it, possibly because they don't care, or but they feel that they don't have another job, and they can't live what they are using to sustain their family, and they'll swallow it. I don't see it as a problem, because one person must set that pace. So if I do it, I think it will go a long way, and it's savaging the whole entire government industry entirely, in particular civil service job. Because it has been ongoing, and I know it can't stop, it will not stop, but somebody must to voice it out.
Hey guys, we are the National Industrial Court of Nigeria for the case of one Mrs. Vivian Mgboh. The case is on gender discrimination, sexual harassment, and abuse of office. I have the lead counsel to the case with me. He's going to briefly explain to us the facts of the case. Hello. Good afternoon. Please tell us your name.
My name is Donald Ariku.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and explain the facts of the case that you're handling.
The part of the case is straightforward. First, gross abuse of office by the officials of the radiographical boards, and it's also sexual harassment and the case of gender discrimination. And we have facts, undisputed facts, to prove our case. Yeah, all we need now is just the time, because if the court gives us the opportunity, we have filed our processes. And unfortunately today, because of their attitude of filing late, their counsel filed the matter yesterday for a matter that is coming up today, and the counter that is filed to our affidavit or to our motion is already belated, because on the 16th day of December 2021, the court specifically gave us order. The court gave us 7 days and also gave them 7 days. We filed ours on the 20th of December 2021, and they willfully refused to file up till yesterday. We have plethora of cases to show that for failure to comply with the court's procedure and the court rule is fatal, which means their case cannot even be entertained by the court. In the next adjournment, we are going to marshal our that argument before the court.
So how do you see the case proceeding? How is it going? You think you'll have a chance?
Yeah, the case is a straightforward case. Under normal circumstances, judicial review is by way of affidavit, and based on our affidavit, they have not been able to counter it in any way. Even the attempts which they have made to file is a mere argument that does not even challenge or counter our application. We have a great chance to succeed in this matter, and it will be a case that most women in Nigeria that are working in offices that have been suffering such discrimination will jubilate. It will be a landmark case for women.
So here's my advice. It's important for you to be an advocate for yourself as well as for others. It's important for women to know that they have a voice that needs to be heard. It's your right to work in a safe, discrimination-free environment. Your employer is required by law to provide a safe working environment for you that is free of any form of hostility. Do not hesitate to talk about or speak against gender discrimination happening at your workplace, whether it's happening to you or to someone else. Feel free to share your experience with your co-workers or your supervisor. Just know that it's illegal for your employer to decide to punish you or retaliate because you're sharing your experience with anyone. When we talk about retaliation, it means if you're suspended, fired, or your salary is cut because of the fact that you are sharing what's going on around you with anyone else. So if any action is taken against you that affects you negatively, you can go ahead and file a lawsuit. I'll see you on the next episode. Take care of yourself. Subscribe to my channel, like my video, and leave a beautiful comment. Bye.